Right in through here on this middle ground is where you want to be. This is the perfect balance of win rate, max loss, and return on investment so that you can get out of the hole quickly, still give yourself a massive cushion, and be able to actually see consistent returns in your trading. If you sell credit spreads too close to the money, you'll slowly bleed your account. But if you sell them too far out, you'll make pennies and tie up capital for nothing. So how far out should you actually sell? Let me show you the exact math and the spot most pros land on. What's up, everyone? I'm Tony. I've been a full-time credit spread seller for nearly a decade, and the number one question I get from new credit spread traders is, how far out of the money should I be selling these strikes? Most people guess. They pick a strike that feels safe and hope for the best, and that's exactly how small accounts blow up. So in this video, I'm going to break down what actually happens at every delta, how much premium you collect, and how often you win. Your real return on risk, and the hidden traps for beginners that they tend to walk straight into. And by the end, you'll know exactly where to sell on any chart, on any stock every time. So let's dive into it. Here is the probability breakdown and what you're looking at based on the delta that you are selling. So of course, the higher the delta, the closer the price you're going to sell. So let's start now with the 30 delta. This is selling very close. This is only about 3% out of the money. You're going to get paid about $1.50 on average for a $5 wide spread. So you're getting paid a lot. You're getting really good 43% risk on return for your money. Your win rate's going to be around 70%. So this is going to be the lowest win rate that you have. Your max loss is going to, of course, be the less. So let's take a look at what this actually looks like on the chart. This box right here is where you'd be getting paid that premium for $1.50. It is very, very close to the chart. If we zoom in here on a daily time frame, you can kind of see exactly where this is at. Remember, you win on a credit spread as long as the stock does not make it to your strike. So you're selling a lot closer, and that is the reason why you're getting paid a lot more. But your edge with a credit spread is a cushion, right? It's the fact that the markets can do whatever they want to do, go bullish, go bearish, go sideways, and you'll still win. Whenever you're selling this close, you don't get much of a cushion. It is a very short move from where the current stock is at to where your credit spread is at. It could hit it in a day. So you're getting paid a lot for it, but it is one of the riskier ways to sell credit spreads. So let's look at some of the other options here and see if there's something safer. The next one is going to be selling the 20 delta. This is about 5% out of the money, and you're going to get paid around 90 cents premium on a $5 wide spread. Your win rate bumps from 70% up to 80%, and you get about a 22% risk on return. So you're cutting that profitability in half, but you're exchanging it for a higher win rate. And realistically, the 80% win rate is where you want to be living or better to make credit spreads a little bit more viable. So what does that look like on a chart? So that moves the credit spread from here down to here. So now you can see, yes, we're getting paid a little bit less, but we have a massive cushion zone to now be wrong. So the stock can actually go lower and you can still make money as long as it doesn't go all the way to where the spread is at. This is where a lot of professional traders sell. This 20 delta is a fantastic place to be. It's a starting point, in my opinion. If you have a smaller account, this is paying you a really good return. You don't have to do a ton of contracts. You can still make a lot of money. Yes, it is still risky. You're still pretty close to the price compared to the other options I'm about to show you, but it does give you still a pretty good cushion, an 80% win rate, and you're getting paid pretty well for this credit spread that still has a high win rate. All right, so let's talk about the one that I like the most. This is the one that I do the most, is around a 16 delta, between a 16 and a 20 delta, I'd say. This is about 7% out of the money or so. It's about one standard deviation, and that is the key. The standard deviation is how normal of a move we're going to have. Like if this is a normal move, this is where it's going to get to. And so this has an 84% win rate, 15% return on risk. That is a great place to be at whenever you are selling credit spreads. So what does that look like on a chart? So this is bumped it even lower. Our last one was sitting right through here. We're even further away. So now we're starting to get into where credit spreads really have a big advantage, is that the fact that you can be wrong for days and still be able to win, and you are still bringing in a 10% nearly return on investment, which is fantastic. That's where the math really starts to work for you, because it's all about the math and risk reward on credit spreads. If you are selling a 16 delta, this is paying you around 65 cents, which means it's going to take about 5 to 10 winners to offset one loss. Again, that doesn't sound great. You're like, well, why would I ever want to do that? The risk reward sucks. That's the benefit of a credit spread, is that you get a cushion. The downside of a credit spread is the risk reward always sucks. That's how it is. So the closer you sell, the better the risk reward you get, but you also lose the benefit of a credit spread, which is a cushion to be wrong. I like to find this middle ground of how can I sell as far away as possible and still be paying around 10% of my max loss. So again, if I'm risking $500 per contract, I want to get paid around $50 a contract. That's where this sweet zone is at. That's kind of where this would be at, getting paid around this 15 to 9%. That's about where this is at here, around the 16 delta, and even more so into this 10 delta. That is very, very doable, especially if you're stringing together 30, 40, 50 winners in a row before that one loss comes. On average, that's where I am at. And here's the cool thing. If you learn how to mitigate risk, you understand where to sell these spreads and when, you will know that you can hedge these early on and drastically reduce the risk. So the downsides of credit spreads, you can completely eliminate for the most part to be able to help them work in your favor. So you get all the benefits of it and you can drastically reduce the downsides, which is the risk of credit spreads. I teach everything of how to do this. Links are down below in my free credit spread course to be able to do that. Check that out for free. Show you how to mitigate risk, how to make these work. They don't take up a ton of your time. I put these in the background and just let them work. After a couple weeks, they win, and I just set up another one. So they're a great way to bring in some passive income if you understand how to do this. So let's jump over to the next one here. The next one is selling a 10 delta. Now, this is where we start to get where a lot of pros are at, right? Between the 16 and the 10 delta is where the majority of the professional option sellers are sitting. This thing has a 9% return on risk. This is starting to get to the low end of where I want to be paid most of the time. You are risking about $460 to make about $40. It's getting to that point where it's starting to shift, but let me show you on the chart what that looks like and what the advantage is of this with a 90% win rate. All right, so you can see this thing's about to move down a lot lower. So our last one was here, and now we're getting here. We're starting to get quite a ways away from where the price is now. Massive cushion. There's a reason why this has a 90% win rate, because you are so far away. It's going to have to take something drastic for you to even lose on these spreads. You don't even need to really hedge these spreads if you don't want to. So if you truly want hands off, then this is where you want to land right through here, which is selling around the 10 delta. Now, when they do lose, right, you still have a 10% chance of losing, it is going to set you back about 20 to 30 wins. And again, out of 100 trades, you're going to have 80 to 70 winners. You're still going to be very, very profitable. And that's if you don't do anything to mitigate this risk. And this is what people don't see. They take the max loss on it every single time. And if you do that, you are going to be in trouble, my friends. What I'm talking about mitigating risk is no matter what, at your sold strike, if the price does finally make it to your sold strike, close out of the trade. If you can do that, now you're mitigating that risk. Don't take the max loss. You can choose. You can exit that trade. You don't have to let them lose max loss, because if you lose max loss, it only takes a couple trades to really blow up a trading account. Exit before it gets through your sold strike of your credit spread, and you will be able to mitigate risk and again make it back after 10 to 20 winners, and you'll be just fine back and ready to go for another 80 wins in a row with credit spreads. It's all about mitigating risk. Okay, so this is one of the safest ways of doing it, and this is where a lot of professional traders live. Now, the danger of the next one, you'd say, well, shouldn't you sell even further out? What if we sold like a 5 delta, the 95% chance that it's going to win? You're only getting paid 4% risk on reward here, but it's like it never loses. Here's the trap of this. Let me show you what this looks like here on the chart. So if we were to go to 0.2 on this one, now we're selling this thing even further away. It's not drastically different. But here's the thing, it's not paying us enough. And so now it's starting to get into like the 30 to 40 winners in a row if you were to exit at your sold strike to be able to offset one loss. So these don't lose very often, but when they do, this has the highest risk because you're not getting paid that much, right? This one has the highest risk between these two. As you can see here from the risk profile, the best way is to sit right in the middle. and to look to sell this 16 delta. That's where professional traders live. That's where I love to live. This 16, maybe a 10 delta every once in a while, depending on certain strategies, but right in through here on this middle ground is where you want to be. This is the perfect balance of win rate, max loss, and return on investment so that you can get out of the hole quickly, still give yourself a massive cushion, and be able to actually see consistent returns in your trading. Professional credit spread traders are all about finding a balance between having the largest safety cushion they can have and still getting paid around a good percent of what they're risking to be able to mitigate risk and get it actually ahead without having to put massive size on every one of these trades. The best way is to sell around that 20 to 15 delta. Somewhere right through there is going to give you a perfect battleground to be able to make enough to offset losses, to actually grow your account, and still have a massive cushion to get ahead. I hope you like this video, my friends. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe. We have a lot more videos coming. Again, if you would like to get access to this free trading indicator, all you have to do is head on over to reallifetrading.com, create an account, and then right here on your dashboard, you will see features products. Here is your credit spread safe zone indicator. It is completely free for every member at Real Life Trading, and it's free to create an account over at reallifetrading.com. So create an account, come join us, and come get access to tons, hours and hours and hours of free trading education just by creating an account. I hope this video helps you to learn a little bit more about why you need to sell credit spreads at certain locations, the risk rewards of each one. None of them are bad. It's just a matter of what fits your risk profile and the opportunity at that moment. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.